chose the Portland State Professional Development Center program because I was looking for a little bit more in-depth study on copywriting and professional writing in general. Even if you think you're good at it, even if you think you know it all, there's always something more that you can learn. So it's easy when you have a job to really just schedule that day aside and come in and absorb all the information you can.
It's kind of a paradigm shift to get people to think about what their experience with conflict has been historically, and then what it can be. That conflict actually can be constructive, and a lot of conflict management people will say, conflict is great, but people don't really feel that at a gut level until they kind of go through this introductory course and really examine their own relationship with conflict. So
I found myself in a position where I was being asked to do more and have more responsibility in areas that I didn't necessarily have any background in.
The whole program, I really liked it a lot because it was really highly interactive. We did a lot of role plays.
And I actually had a call to a friend who also works in the telecom business, and he has actually sent some of his employees to some of the individual courses, and he recommended it very highly.
Because it was more real world. It wasn't just a bunch of 21-year-olds sitting in a classroom and instructors telling you things from a book. It was really about professionals who had actually been out in the world and worked.
The instructors were fabulous. They were very real world folks who are coming in and doing these classes for our benefit, and I know they have real jobs. They talked about real world projects that they worked on, real world expertise that they gave us.
When you have these breakthroughs occurring in your workshops, this is why it makes it all worth it. And that's the type of audience that resonates with me and that challenges me. And when you challenge me, that's when I do my best work.
I had completed my master's degree in 2003, and I started the certificate program for the writing in 2008. So it's been like 5 years since I had actually any formal classes. So yeah, and I wasn't sure. It was the first thing I had taken at PSU, so I wasn't sure what to expect. It was overall a good experience, and I'm glad I did it. And I've really enjoyed the classes I've taken at PSU so far.
Skills and how to better manage a complex workflow, and be able to take just what you need in order to kind of fill the gaps. Everyone's busy, everyone's got deadlines, and it's difficult to squeeze in, but like I said, I've really found it to be well worth the time.
Yeah, the teacher was very professional. She had a great background. She knew what she was talking about. The information that I took away from the class is extremely relevant to what I do on a day-to-day basis. And it was nice because I got to bring back some information to share with them, and it fit right in. I actually just think it's a really good program for professionals who want to get in and get specified knowledge for the business world.
This was really something new and challenging for me, and I think almost anybody could profit from the program because these are so basic skills everybody could use in their professional life.
Conflict management class, that fits with any culture, I think. And I do think that even if you're not a project manager, a lot of what you do is project management. It doesn't matter what position you're in or what industry you're in. So I think learning tools that you can use, whether you use them to their full extent that they've been designed, or whether you just take a piece of them and use them for your project, or even just for maybe a simple program that you're working on.
Learning what's coming up, what's new, what's next on the horizon on the technology side is great, and learning more project management skills is something that very much fits into that environment in which I work. Technology is going to change, but learning to work with people of different cultures, that is a lifelong skill that every project manager needs to have, and that's what we got a lot of here. There isn't one project management style that's going to work every single time, but we got the tools and the techniques in class to know that maybe we use project management style A on this project, but on this other project we have to use a different style. The views out the windows are fantastic, so if nothing else, come for the views.